This is about Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang from Borussia Dortmund, and it is confirmed basically now that Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang could leave Borussia Dortmund in the January transfer window, with Chelsea interested. Reportedly, Liverpool have been interested as well. This is actually reported from the German press as well. And Aubameyang's hitting form again this season, as he has done, since he's been at Borussia Dortmund. He's been there since 2013. He did sign a 5-year contract back in 2013, but he comes to an end of his deal soon, does Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang. He's already scored 11 goals this season in the Bundesliga, and I think he's got about 17 in all competitions as Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang as well. Borussia Dortmund this season are currently sitting fifth, so they're sitting 8 points behind Bayern Munich, who are currently top of the Bundesliga. The majority of the time, they're the ones that win it anywhere. Borussia Dortmund this season have played 13. Some of the statistics have played 13, won 6, drawn 3 and lost 4, but they have scored quite a lot of goals of Borussia Dortmund as well in current process. But Aubameyang is their top scorer so far with 11 goals to his name this season. Recently getting sent off as well, did Patrick Aubameyang recently got sent off as well for Borussia Dortmund in their game against Schalke as well. I think that ended 4-4, and I think Borussia Dortmund were 4-0 up at one time, but Aubameyang had been sent off, and I think that had then made the current difference. But reportedly now, Chelsea have reportedly actually, been offered Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang's brothers had a say in the matter, and he has actually suggested out basically that Aubameyang is going nowhere and he's actually staying with Borussia Dortmund. His brothers actually come out with this. But reportedly, Borussia Dortmund are looking to actually, cash in on the player, because Dortmund, did they did use a young age prospect back in August, because they did lose Ousmane Dembele to Barcelona. They lost Ousmane Dembele to Barcelona. Did Borussia Dortmund as well, but reportedly we know that Chelsea have reportedly been offered the player now. Reportedly, Chelsea were actually interested back in August. Liverpool have also been interested in him as well, because Liverpool definitely need a finisher. They definitely need someone defensively as well to Liverpool. But obviously Chelsea are in the search for, quite a few players. They've got a few players on their radar for Chelsea Football Club, because obviously Conte has made it clear he wasn't satisfied with their transfer window back in August, and he was frustrated with Chelsea's lack of investment in window. They did get Morata for £70 million. That's, scored quite a lot of goals for them this season. They did get Bakayoko in the midfield. They did get Rodrigo at the back, but Chelsea missed out on quite a few targets back in August. Not like Sancho, Chelsea were interested in him, didn't get him because Juventus turned down two bids. They were willing to, pay a world defensive record, defensive record. No, they were willing. Sorry, they were willing to pay the highest fee for a defender, and that's City that have done that at the current moment as well on Benjamin Mendy. But Chelsea were prepared to pay, I think, up to £60 million for Sandro, but Chelsea didn't get a deal over the line. Chelsea could still revive the interest in Ross Barkley in the January transfer window as well. And as I said, about the Ross Barkley situation, Ross Barkley actually nearly did make a move to Chelsea back in August, but I think in the report saying he did have the medical, but he'd pulled himself out of the move with Ross Barkley, currently due to the injury that Ross Barkley, had. He's been out for quite a while as Ross Barkley due to injury. He does become a free transfer next summer for Everton, but Everton would rather cash in for him in January rather than let him go on the 3 next summer. As well in the current process, and Everton tried in the process trying to secure him a new deal at Everton, because the majority of his career has been with Everton, but this new contract Everton offered him, he turned this down, did Ross Barkley as well. He made his international debut in 2013 as well. He's been at Goodison Park since he was 11, so he has been there now over a decade. He was at Leeds United on loan, Sheffield Wednesday. On loan as well was Ross Barkley in the current process, but he created a lot more opportunities than a lot of players last season. He was very clinical, created a lot more opportunities than most of the players in the Premier League. Ross Barkley, so it was very, very impressive last season as well. But that's on Chelsea's radar as well. Also, Tottenham have been interested in him. Chelsea, were interested in Jamie Vardy back in the August window as well. Chelsea did miss out on quite a few tags, as I said. They missed out on Llorente, Lukaku, because obviously it looked like in August Morata was going to Man U, coming to us, and Lukaku was going to Chelsea, but that didn't materialise. It was the other way around. and Chelsea missed out on quite a few targets. So obviously Chelsea's main thing now is to get someone to partner up with Alvaro Morata, basically, because that's what Conte wants, because he still thinks he's lacking in that front line. He wants to add depth and character in that front line, does Conte, and he wants to add someone alongside Morata in that front line, and now Aubameyang could be the real dealer for Chelsea as well in the current process. But obviously we know Liverpool are also in search for him as well. And I think Borussia Dortmund are demanding at the one around £54 million for Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang. But Liverpool are interested in him as well. This could mean, Liverpool may only go for the player, if Daniel Sturridge is actually to leave Liverpool Football Club, because there has been talks of him leaving. But Patrick-Emerick, but as I said, Klopp's been interesting for quite a while, because obviously, Klopp's looking to reunite with Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang, because obviously Klopp used to beat Borussia Dortmund, and Klopp actually worked with Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang, during his time with Borussia Dortmund as well. But Liverpool still want some reinvestments, because they did get a Salah as well, who's doing very, very well for them this season. Scored about 9 goals as in the Premier League this season. And there's still, certain areas where Liverpool need to strengthen up as well in the current process as well. But yeah, Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang's done fantastic since he's been at Borussia Dortmund. Got a lot of experience now of being in Germany, also experience of being in France, and also to experience of being in Italy as well, because he began his career with Inter Milan, reason up the ranks, Then he went to 4 French clubs on loan, and he did good during his time with Setien as well, because in 2011 for Setien he signed for them permanently, won an honour with them as well. And in 2013, actually, Borussia Dortmund, 2013 Borussia Dortmund had signed the player, in the 2013-14 season he won the Super Cup with Borussia Dortmund as well. But in the last 3 years, he's been voted the top scorer for Borussia Dortmund in 2014-15, 2015-16 and 2016-17. He scored 31 goals last season for Borussia Dortmund, and he's already scored 11 in Bundesliga this season as well. So his goal scoring form is very, very good. He also made his international debut in 2009. He's voted the best player for Africa. Also been named the Africa Footballer of the Year as Aubameyang as well. He's got the Borussia Dortmund Player of the Season. Just a very, very good player. Clinical, good in the air, very, very agile. Very fast with the ball as well. His speed's absolutely phenomenal. And don't forget, he can play in the midfield. He can also play on the flank as well. Can Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang. So could he potentially leave? Could he potentially leave Borussia Dortmund in the January transfer window? But there were Liverpool interested in him in August, and Chelsea were interested in August as well, but he's coming to an end of his deal. I think is it in 2018, next summer he comes to an end of his deal, if I am correct. I'm not quite sure, unless he signed a new deal during his time, I'm not quite sure, but I think he has got a 5-year contract here with Borussia Dortmund as Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang as well. But Chelsea are looking to add ranks into their front line. Liverpool looking to add ranks into their front line as well in the current process, because Liverpool could still see players go. Obviously they saw Origi go, they saw Saka go, Emre Can could go next summer or in January, Coutinho could go in January as well. So yeah, basically that's the big latest news to update you about Patrick-Emerick Aubameyang. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. I could talk a lot more about it, but I'm going to bed now because I'm really tired. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take it easy guys. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Take care.